Sunday sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and our home team.
To kick off for New Orleans.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from San Antonio. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down. Holcomb. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Holcomb. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Holcomb. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Holcomb. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 2nd down, Kamara. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, Trent, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
54, mark, check, rock 54, Here we go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. Holcomb, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. This is McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey on the toss right. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Saints 10-yard line.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle by
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play, 2nd and 10.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
51, Mike 51. Hey, tight. Go, Mike 51.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 51 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Panthers 0. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Holcomb. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints' 34-yard line.
Off play action. Holcomb. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Down to the 25.
Christian McCaffrey.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Marcus Davenport. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Holcomb. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. And sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Up 2nd and 1.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 22 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game.
Point after.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On play action, they'll throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
10 at the 14-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run. This is Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Lutz puts this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Slide to kick off for Carolina.
Sly set to boot it. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. They start the second half with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Holcomb. Forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Carolina.
On 1st and 10, Holcomb looking middle, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
Panthers.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Holcomb, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd down, Holcomb. And the throw there going to be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. Jim. Switch.
They'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1 here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Holcomb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
57, Mike. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
At the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Holcomb. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Holcomb. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. This is McCaffrey. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd and 2, Holcomb to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Panthers.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Holcomb on the slant, complete to Hopkins. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Check three.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Second and 4. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Again, it's Kamara. Call it an 8-yard pickup, but it'll be 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Hey, Mike 51. You. 51's the mic. You can't hang.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They run again with Hines. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the